By the way, reading this book, Christine, I just think about how to turn things to profit. I'm far too lazy to actually do these things, but I can often see how you could turn things to a profit. Like anytime there's any kind of supernatural thing, already there's profit potential because most people only have natural things as resources. So in this competitive market, if you can find some bit of genuine magic, well, you need to exploit that shit. I mean, you don't need to, but I mean, if you're a capitalist, you will. Now, Christine, I always hear about these catalytic converter thefts and how people are just making so much money stealing catalytic converters and how many people have to pay out of pocket to get those replaced. But if you had Christine, you saw off the catalytic converter, then you drive a few miles until it magically regenerates, then you cut it off again. But it doesn't just have to be the catalytic converter. You could also sell parts for that particular antique car and guarantee that they're brand new. It's just like all you gotta do is give me the old part. You put the old part back on the car, it magically regenerates to new. You know, you don't always have to pluck things off of Christine and have them fully regenerate. I mean, it's magic, but I'm sure there's some limit. It's probably drawing that kid's life force. You know what? Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs here. Drain that kid's life force, whatever. We got brand new car parts to sell. And that's just what I'm thinking. And then I was thinking, well, how do you scale up this operation? Well, what you got to do is you got to find some shitty guys, you know, and then send them through a life where they always want a car, then get them that car, and then have their shitty personality and view it with magic powers, then give it to a teenager, and then, you know, it's if you follow this pattern, you should be able to get several Christines pumping out those sweet car parts, you know, get different kinds of Christines so that you have different kinds of car parts, you know, you got your Honda, your Toyota, but actually you'd want to get the really upscale cars like the Aston Martin, because those parts are expensive and we're trying to make money here. I guess what I'm really saying is that when I read the book Christine, all I'm seeing is just a woefully underutilized profit potential. Just waste. I'll just kill the car. Don't even look into how it magically makes car parts that you could sell for money. It makes me have a hard time rooting for the hero here. And that's not even getting into the money you can make with assassinations. Like, alright, you want a hitman, but you want to have an alibi. You know what'd be great? Like, a car that'll magically mow people down. Well, how do you do it? Well, what you do is a guy gets a hit put out on him, you get his picture, you take it to Christine and be like, Christine, this guy's trying to take you away from me. And he's probably going to succeed unless something happens to kill him. Off I go. And then Christine will go and take care of him while you're having lunch with the mayor to establish your alibi. Bada bing, bada boom, you make like 300,000. And there's no evidence because the car magically cleans and disinfects itself of blood and damage. So much profit potential wasted in this book. I mean, I'm just thinking, if I had Christine, first of all, I'd spend a lot less time getting to and from work, because that's a functioning car. But also, I would have just a huge pile of identical catalytic converters that had been sawed off and regenerated by this Christine, and I would then go and sell them. Now, because of the catalytic converter thefts, there's a lot of new laws that make you have to kind of prove that you didn't just steal the catalytic converter, but they're all going to be the same catalytic converter with the same serial number of the car that I legally purchased from an evil man. That's what I'd be doing if I had Christine.